Hi everybody, how are you? It is, I don't know what day it is. Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday. I was up real late last night finishing 25 pounds of cat food. Anyhow, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a Texas sheet cake. I am. And we'll do it together. So, and then I got a new piece of equipment I need to tell you guys about. Absolutely love it. But let's get this cake put together first. So, let's see. That's all the ingredients. We'll go over that, or I'll just post this in the comments. So anyhow, for the cake, it wants me to turn the oven on to 350. Let's make sure it's empty. Okay, that's done. Brown sugar. Right here's the brown sugar. I believe, from looking at it, it's 1.5 cups. But it'll all be in the description. Butter, a lot of butter in this recipe. Let me tell you, this is, I'll tell you how much butter it is. It's ridiculous. But I have buttermilk I wanted to finish using up. So, 20 tablespoons, 10 ounces of butter. 20 tablespoons, yeah. So, I'm going to put that in here. Okay, there's that ridiculous amount of butter. What else do they want me to put in here? Baking soda. I'm gonna get out of there. Salt. Cinnamon, which was very minute amount of cinnamon. Come on, get out of there. Not a lot. No, I don't want to do that. That's just going to stick. Okay, there we go. Duh, use my head. And vanilla extract, which I got right here. They said with a paddle. I'm not mixing butter with a paddle. So, I guess we just do this and get this all mixed up here. Good. I guess we got to plug it in first, huh? I'm not with it today, guys. Up so late making that chicken stuff, but I'll tell you, I had to get out my big crock. Because what I did is I did 20 pounds of legs and thighs, you know, 2 of the big bags. And then I did 5 pounds of livers and whatever comes in those containers. So I cooked that all together. Then I did, I think it was 2 pounds of orzo and carrots. I cooked the orzo, you know, mixed it all in, and then some of the broth I kept though. I'm making chicken and dumplings. It made some really good broth. And I didn't put any seasonings in it, so. And then I cooked it all day. Well, not all day. About 4 hours. Let me scrape this down. About 4 hours, I guess. And then I had to let it all cool down because, you know, it was really hot. And then I put it in my new piece of equipment, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. Let me get this scraped down. Hi, honey.
Hey, baby. Delicious. Was wonderful.
Good. Oh, that's salty. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to show you this new piece of equipment while I'm telling you about this chicken that, and my cats loved what I made them this time. I just changed it up a little bit. Okay. Here is that new piece of equipment that came yesterday. Food processor. I've never had a regular size food processor. Never felt the need for one. Because, you know, I'm an old-fashioned cook, and I'll chop and grind and get out the sharp knives, and don't mind my canner. I haven't put it back. That's what I had to cook all the chicken stuff in. But, yeah, this is Hamilton Beach. I got it on Amazon. I think it was like $65. And it comes with 2 different size shoots. That blade inside there, I don't know. Yeah, there it is. That thing is sharp. And then this is your, I don't know, shredder or whatever blade. I haven't used that one. I used the one that was inside. But let me tell you what. That's a sweet little piece of equipment there. Saved me several hours of going in, you know, grinding and chopping and getting that, you know, the livers and the gizzards, because they're not easy to cut up. They're tough. And, but yeah, it helped me get all that done. I'm so happy I bought that. I'd been thinking about one for a while, but I was like, you know, and then it was time to make cat food again. And I went and bought everything, and I told hubby, I said, not today. I spent enough time making this, packaging it up. You know, it's all... here, I'll show you the final product. Give me a second. I got some in the fridge. Somewhere. Okay. Here I am. And this is what the final product... I'm real happy with the consistency of it. It's not dry, but it's not wet and runny, and yeah. It's really nice. If you hear Mama hollering, she's in there, she's mad at me. She keeps trying to move them babies, so I keep them zippered in the little playpen. That's it. Anyhow, let's get back to this. All right, so we put all that stuff in there. Oh, they want it fluffy and light. So let's do this fluffy and light some more, okay? They want me to add the eggs one at a time. I put them all in one bowl. Well, I'm going to let that get fluffy and light for a minute. And, let's go over here for a minute while that's getting fluffy and light. Yeah, now I know partially why I didn't come back yesterday while I was making cat food. Remember I was telling you about my new tires, blah, 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 my van. I'm going to keep my big mouth shut. Every time I say something good about one of my vehicles, not only did I have one issue, I took them in, I wanted to check out the new tires. I had 2. I get to Walmart. Driving through, everything's been fine up till then. I get ready to pull right into the parking spot. This big ass van decides it's going to stop. Here I am rolling. No power steering. So I fought it. Got it in the parking spot. And I was like, I'm going to go get shopping done. If I can't get it started when I come out, I'll call hubby. Or road service, whatever, you know. So I come out. I go to open the big hatch on the back. Put my groceries in. Sorry guys, that was a phone call that came through. The hatch won't open. I tried it a couple times and I'm like, what is, if I call hubby, so I go around to the driver's door, I open it up, you know, I don't use the clicker, I just open the door right up and click the lock button and I hear it unlock. Well, the lock button or anything. If the clicker or the lock button in the door unlocks everything at the same time. Now, I don't know how that back door got locked. I have no clue. I didn't push no buttons. I didn't use the clicker. So I put everything in. I'm thinking, well, let's try to start it. I got in, started it, drove right home. Sure did. And I was like, really? With these cars? So then I came home and I jumped right in and got started with the, the cat food and different things and changing things and moving things. You know how I do. You know how I do. Oh, and I cleaned out both the filters, the one in the turtle pond, the one in the fish pond, because, we got filters, filters. So I took care of that, made sure they had, fresh, good water. I'm trying to think. I was busy yesterday. And then about 5:30, hubby decided we were going to go to dinner. And of course, I forgot to take my don't get sick when you eat pills before we went. I'm supposed to take them like 30 minutes. I forgot. So we went over to the all you can eat with my all I didn't eat. Smiling damn full. Then came back dealing with the kittens. They're so cute. They are so cute. Mama keeps trying to move them. They'll be ready for homes in a couple weeks, and if they don't grow any big, people aren't going to believe me they're that old. But yeah, they're so tiny, so shitheads. They're climbing, they want to play, and I get it. Oh. Hold on, hold on, let me turn off this. If somebody in this house knew, they didn't tell me. But I have a second pregnant cat now. And the only way at this point that could have happened was if her brother, the one that has to wait to be the last one to be fixed, it's the only way it had to have been him, and I keep them separated. If he's out with Chris, the girl cats are in here or out by the pool. Then I collect all the girl cats up, bring them in here, take him, physically carry him out by the pool, and leave him out by the pool for several hours. Then I have to go out and pick him up, walk him back through. Do I look happy? I have 17 cats in my house right now. Well, not in, but, including these babies. And football belly mama is walking around. She's looking in places. She wants to go places where she knows she's not supposed to be, so. Yeah. And we have a trip planned on the 22nd. And we're not coming back till the 3rd. Yeah. And it's enough that we take Snapper with us, because him and John don't get along. And now, since Bo is back home, even though he's doing wonderful, he's going with us. I got a mama with 5 babies. I'm hoping to get them in homes by then, because mama gets fixed. And I might have a mama with new babies. I said to Chris, what are we going to do? He said, we'll make do. We'll figure it out. Yeah. you know, we know the people that own where we're going, and it's a possibility that they'll refund our payment because you pay in full. But I think I think their policy is no refunds, you know, because you're holding that spot for somebody else that could use it. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. It's not a vacation when I gotta take all these animals with me. I don't know. I'm going to ponder it over because it's my birthday gift from my husband as our trip. And I might have him get a hold of him and see if we can change it. So I get all this first batch of babies' homes. And, you know, if I have to take the second batch, the new ones, I'll do that. They're not a problem. And their mom isn't a problem. She's a sister to the one that just had babies. But I can't, especially cats. You know, I've got 2 of the playpens that zip up, and, you know, I got to talk to Chris about it. I'm just, I don't know. Anyhow, let's go back over here and whip this cake together. Okay, all that is finished. Now, what do we put in? We got all the butter and stuff in. Oh, they want me to add eggs. Here we go, and you know I didn't put that lid on, and I had it in my hands. The one that keeps everything from going everywhere, you know. Here's egg number 1. Number 2. Number 3. I'll give it a good whip as soon as I get all those eggs in. And number 4, gone. Okay, let's give it a little bit more of a whip. So now we have all that wet stuff in there. Sift together the cocoa powder and the flour. Okay, so they want this put together. Let me get a whisk because I am not sifting. I will whisk it together. The only bad thing about cocoa powder, see, it sticks. They wanted me to do the bottom of the cake pan with cocoa powder too, and you know, and spray it, and I did, but and it's just you can't get it to move then and fluff around. You know. Okay, what did it say? Says reduce this to low now and put in like 1/3 of this to 1/3 of the buttermilk. This is a pain in the ass, isn't it? Let me find some kind of little thing I can put that in to dump it in there. Okay, I just washed this, so I guess I better dry it good so everything doesn't stick. Alrighty then, there's the buttermilk, and I'm going to make a big mess, I just know I am. we'll go with that's a third. Now it wants buttermilk. Okay. Now we got to make more of a mess with this. Yeah, this recipe, had I not had all this buttermilk I need to use up from that buttermilk pie that I made, the amount of butter in this and in the frosting is incredible. You'll see. See if I can get it to go this way now. Perfect. Alrighty then, let me get rid of all this stuff here. I was happy to get a lot more chicken stock. Well, it's twice what I usually get because I use twice the chicken for the cat's meals, but I want to make sure there's plenty. And I have stock in the freezer, but I'm going to use it to make the chicken and dumplings, so it makes it real easy. That way I don't have to thaw anything out. I'm going to turn this up a little bit, guys, because it just don't look like it's mixing good to me. Okay, let's scrape the sides. I don't know. It said any consistency of milk, so we'll see what we get. Taste it. Oh. Tastes good. We'll just let that cook for a minute. Cook, yeah. Let's let it cook. Let it mix. And then while this is in the oven, I'm supposed to make the frosting because it's a hot frosting that you pour over top. And then put pecans on it, however many you want. Texas sheet cake, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it or had it. So I have everything over here ready for it, I think. To make the frosting in here. Number one, it has a pour spout on it, but number two, it's not real big. I'm going to call it done. I just like to mix a little bit more air in my cakes. Hopefully I got a big enough pan. If not, I'll make some brownies with it. Let's see. Can I get this? I never can get these off of here. Oh, looky there. Okay, into the guys think this goes? This looks like a, I don't know. It was like creamy pudding type of a consistency. So into the pan it goes. That's a big bowl. It's like a creamy pudding, almost like a mousse kind of a consistency. Stir that little spot right there a little better. Okay. This is a lot of mix. As long as it doesn't puff up a lot, I think it'll be okay. That's what it called for, so let's put it in there. This bowl is so big. A lot of this stuff though, guys. I'm trying to get most of it out. There's a lot. But you see the consistency? It's like a pudding, almost. I've made this cake before, but I don't remember the consistency, you know, being like this. Uh-oh, some in the bottom didn't get mixed in. Well, we'll mix it in anyhow. There's a lot. Guess you don't realize, you know, in accordance to the size of this bowl, that how much there is. It's a lot, but this bowl is huge. Okay, that's all I'm gonna fight with getting out, but I'm gonna take that off the edge. Batter's really good. Hopefully this cake isn't gonna puff up real high. We'll see. Okay, guys. I'm going to sit it in the oven, then I'll show you what it looks like. I think it'll be easier that way. Okay. All right, let me flip this around. Okay, there it is in the oven. That's what it looks like going in. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to get this started, guys, and then I'll be back for part 2 to make the frosting. All right, I'll see you in a few. Thanks. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm going to make this frosting, glaze, whatever you call it. Okay, in goes the buttermilk in the pan. You got to cook this mess, but it'll be okay. Because if I remember, I really liked this cake. Not much of a cake person, but there are certain cakes that I really like. Okay, so there goes the milk, sugar, and remember, I'll post the link in the comments so you know how much of everything. Chilled butter, a lot of chilled butter in this frosting too. Not chilled, I'm sorry, softened. Softened butter, guys. Don't listen to me, chilled. Alright, and cocoa powder. You put the vanilla in right before you get ready to put it on the cake. Okay. Let's get these messes out of the way. I washed the other ones while I was gone. Okay. I got pecans here, but that's for after you put the glaze on the cake. So, it says bring it to a medium boil until it gets to 220. Well, let's stir it up first. Okay. I'm going to have to do the, I'll show you. But you know, I'm going to need this for once it's already stirred. My emulsifier thing. Yeah, it's got a whisk on it. If I can get it on there and put it on right, like a dumbass. Okay, let's try it again. With this, I like this part with the little whisk thing on it, but with the, I guess they call it the emulsifier, I don't like that part. I can't never control it. If I pull it up too high, I got shit flying all over the place. Yeah, so I don't use it that, oh shit, just dumped over the vanilla. Okay, well, we'll get more. Let's clean that up. So I don't use that very often. But the whisk end of it, I really like a lot. Okay. Clean that. Ooh, it smells good now. It smells like vanilla. Alright, let me put a little bit more vanilla in my little vanilla cup, which is back here. I am now the proud owner of vanilla, pure vanilla, butter flavor, lemon flavor, and coconut flavor. Yeah. Sure am. My grandson and his girlfriend like the vanilla extract. A lot of it in their French toast or pancakes or something. I don't know. A lot. So I have to keep an eye on that. Let's try setting that back there. And maybe we won't mess it up. Yeah, cake's puffing up nice, and we'll see what happens. Let's taste this. Nice flavor. So anyhow, well, I'm gonna get this cooked. Is what I'm gonna do, guys. And then when it's time to put it on the cake, because you put it on the cake when the cake is still warm, I'll be back. I don't want to take up all your time watching me stir this, but I want, you know, it's pretty simple. And like I said, if I can't find the link to this recipe for you, which I'm pretty sure I can, I will type it out for you. And that way we'll have it. And I'll put the link for that food processor in there too, so you can at least go look at it if you're looking for one, because I looked and looked and looked, and you know, they got them up in the hundreds, up to thousands of dollars. No. I'm not a professional cook. I don't have a restaurant, which I would love to have, but I don't. So that little gadget is just fine for me. And it's not small. It's a 12 cup. So, and it's a Hamilton Beach. And for the money, it's good. All right, let me get off of here, take care of all this. When the cake comes out of the oven and when it's time to put this on the cake, I'll be back, guys. All right, thanks for stopping. Hey, push my buttons. I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I got the cake out of the oven. It took longer to cook than normal. But it's okay. It cooked up fine. I think next time I'll use a bigger than a 9 by 13. Oops, sorry about that. Pan, because it got too high, which made it difficult to put the frosting on it, because the frosting is not heavy and thick. So what I did is I held on to it and turned it upside down and then flipped it back over when I pushed the top down a little bit when it was hot. So I'm thinking it's going to be okay. I'm not happy yet with the consistency of the frosting. I think it's a little too thin, but we'll see when it cools down. Here it is on the end of my finger. I love the taste. The cake, though, itself is still really hot. Let me show you. There it is. All pretty and shiny with pecans on top of it. And what I did is I took a straw and I poked some holes, not all the way down through, just down through the top a little bit. So some of that frosting would get down, you know, in the top layer of the cake. I think that'll make it good. So anyhow, yeah. I'll link it. I'll link the, if I can find the web page for this. Because this is a new recipe to me I've not made before. I've made a Texas sheet cake, but it's been a couple years ago, and this is not the recipe I used. I know it's not. But we'll see how it tastes a little bit when it cools down. I'll have some with a cup of coffee if I can make my cup of coffee right. You know what I did? I get so involved in stuff. And Cat Mama wanted to move the baby, so I was running in there, stopping her from doing that, zipping them back in their little playpen. And well, in the meantime, I thought I put a cup of coffee on my little single coffee cup maker, you know. And it's not one of those ones where you have to always put the water in. It's got like a 50-ounce tank on the back. I think that was the issue. Maybe not. I'm not looking for an excuse. So anyhow, I set my cup over there. That was after I filled the cup up with water because I knew it was a little low. So I thought, you know, I'll just put a cup of water in. Set my cup there, change the coffee pot out, and put start. "12 ounces of coffee went all over the freaking countertop and on the floor. Because I didn't pour the water out of the cup into the back of the pot. I'm telling you. So, yeah, that was in between working on this cake and stuff, so I decided to go ahead and frost it because I wasn't liking the way the topping, whatever you want to call it, was, and it ran some, which you knew it would because you have to put it on a hot cake. But it wasn't bad. I had parchment paper underneath before I did it anyhow, just to make sure. So I'll let you know how that tastes, but for now, I'm going to go and watch TV. I don't know if I'm going to do it out back where it's nice and warm, or if I'm going to do it in the living room and put some more of them little circles on my recipes. Or I might look up some new recipes. I don't know. Oh, I know what I got to do. I got to get the chicken on that I took out of the freezer this morning boiling and some stock so I can make chicken and dumplings for dinner. That's what I'm going to do. All right, y'all. I'll probably be back sometime. I don't know. We're going to go to Walmart. Did I show you these ferns I bought? We're going to go to Walmart and pick up a couple more of these bad boys. Let me show you these. I want to put them over my ponds. Even though I know I have a ton out there I need to move. But look at these. Look at the size of those. That's 2. Yeah, 2 ferns. Look at that. It's just amazing. And they were $15. I paid $9.98 for them. So I'm hoping when I go back they got some more. There's a cat in my ferns. I got to show you this. Hold on. Miss Sammy, what are you doing, honey? Miss Sam? What are you doing? Hi, Miss Sam. Look at hiding in the ferns. Hey, Miss Sam, what you doing? She says, am I in trouble? Come on, Emmy. Come out of there, baby. Come on, get down. Come on, get down. You can get down. I'm telling you, these cats are a hoot. All right, I'm out of here. I hear Mommy hollering. She's in with the babies. She wants out. I think the babies are probably sleeping. They're little shits, I'll tell you what. Now I got one moving around. Let's see if we can see them. Where are you? Where are you? See them in there? They all cuddled up in there. They're climbing now. They climb up the sides. And I had them in the open one over here. I had them in this one, and I had the little box in there, and I had the blankets on top, just to keep them out of the way. Yeah, they climbed up on that, and over the side they went, so. Yeah. So, Mommy wants out. Babies want out. I might take them out and play with them for a little while. Hey! Hey, snickerdoodlers! This one back here is trying to climb. Every time they hear my voice, that's what they do, because they know I'll let them out. There, that one's climbing up the side. Cracks me up. Look at that. So, alright, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gonna... What in the heck? That was Miss M. Did you hear that? What was that all about, Emmy? Huh? I don't know what in the world. Uh-oh. Something's not right with her, guys. Let me get off of her here and see what's wrong with her. I'll be back. All right. Thanks for stopping. Okay, I'm back real quick. Here's Miss M. She had a hairball. But I give them hairball stuff so they can get them out. So, a little meow, meow, meow. That's what that was. Oh, Bobby down here sleeping. Look at him. He likes to stay by me, so when I'm in the kitchen. And there's Mama Grace out there. Yeah. You want to go outside, Miss Sam? All right, guys. Just want to let you know she's okay. All right. Thanks for stopping. Push my buttons, guys. I'll be back.